said you love me, girl, you scared me. I'm faking smiles, I'm hurting inside, can't let my fans see. They hear me talking, but I don't think.
Glad you're with us. It's NBA 2K21. And tonight we have a chance to see a My Player build breakdown. A chance to see the skills. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the Golden State Warriors. With our analysts Tim Swartz and Brian Vanafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're ready to check out a My Player build. What should we look for in this one?
We know about individual skills, where they are, how many points a player is capable of scoring. But for me tonight, I am so curious of how much of a team player they are. That is something we only find out during games.
Absolutely, Tim. I want to see how this player can fit on an NBA team. Outside of the superstars, you need to find ways to make an NBA roster by working with others and how well you can play in a system. That's what interests me about this My Player build. He's got so many tricks in his bag, he will find a way to hurt you.
The two skills that NBA front offices are looking for, it seems, shooting and defense. 3 and D.
Everybody wants those. As you said it, Blake, 3 and D players are in high demand. The main reason, obviously, we all know about the value of shooting, the value of knocking down threes, but also the value of length, the ability to disrupt shots and passing lanes on defense.
And if you're a player like MP trying to make it in this league, you have to be able to shoot the rock, unless you're a big with crazy height or wingspan or something. And that's just the reality, because guys who can't hit a three just aren't making it anymore. So work on that long-range shot, because it could be your meal ticket.
On defense, the Warriors. Ball outside. Clock at 4.
You can tell Green gets fired up every time he blocks it. An elite defender with great hands.
And here's My Player outside. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
Now here's My Player. He has 6. Pass to Wiggins. My Player for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
He's having quite the quarter here, shooting the ball really well.
Here in the first, with just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hall with it. My Player's there. Hall can't hit. The Warriors leading. All right, picture this. You've got a My Player as a point, and your teammate is former MVP Steph Curry, perhaps the best point guard in the game. What skills do you need, or should you have?
Well, remember back to when Steph was drafted, he was seen as a shooter, not a pure point, and he is still deadly off the ball, running off screens and getting open. So being able to ball handle and find Steph running off picks is big. Just make sure to get to the ball. Just make sure to get him the ball quick. With all the attention he gets, he has to get shots off in a hurry.
The other angle is when Steph has the ball, move. Curry is best in a motion offense, so make sure you're learning how to run off of screens, set back picks, and really run offensively. If you do all that, I think it'll work out, because remember, Steph can operate as an off guard.
And the foul called on My Player. That's his first foul.
Substitution for the Suns.
Phoenix calls timeout. My Player really making a difference here.
He's been killing it from deep. They've got to be up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking him to drop in another 3.
That was your Warriors dance team. Make some noise.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Crowder. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Back to McGee. And nothing is falling right now for them. And here are the Warriors. How is this for an empty build? Go with a point and run with NBA champion Klay Thompson. I mean, it worked out pretty well for Steph Curry, right?
Yeah, I'd say it has. I think Klay is the perfect off the guard. He doesn't require the rock a lot. Klay is an unreal defender, maybe the best on the perimeter in the league. And he's just so laid back. You never have to worry about keeping him happy.
But it's important to still get him his touches, Tim, because as the point guard, you're going to have the ball a lot. And it's essential to keep Klay engaged throughout the game. Get him looks and get him the touches he's used to seeing. Also, I think shooting would help, because we've seen how many titles the Warriors have won by pairing elite shooting next to Klay Thompson.
Over to the left wing from outside the arc. And it's Payne missing. Here's my player. And my player moves it down.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead.
Not called here. The Suns decide to... First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Suns, Devin Booker. One shot.
13th pick in the 2016 NBA draft. Booker has developed into one of the brightest young guards in the game, and it just shows what can happen when you work your tail off.
Connects from three-point range.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed.
Well, guys, if you're playing as a point guard on the same team as Draymond Green, how would you approach that?
Well, he does so much on the court, and he's easily one of the top point forwards we have in the league today. He puts up great assist numbers. So as a point guard, he just helps you shoulder the load of running the offense, and that can help you play looser out there.
Yeah, I think every point guard would appreciate playing with a guy like Draymond Green. Allowing the floor general to play off the ball can be a huge help sometimes. You just have to be ready to adjust offensively.
And my player gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take it.
Now the Warriors moving it up. And my player throws it down.
When you have a 4-man with this kind of vision and the unselfishness to go with it, it's just an unreal advantage as you see Draymond Green getting it done.
Ayton comes up empty down low.
The D was ready for him that time. They had to be. He is so strong in the paint.
And here's my player outside. Gets it to fall, and he's now 10 of 15 on the game.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Now here is Booker. Over Curry. Phoenix again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. He's not the guy to give open looks to, but they got away with it.
My player outside. Ayton with the board. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And Blake, from what we've seen so far, if I were you, for your health, don't hold your breath.
Yeah, that'd be a very bad idea.
But they're getting it to the line a lot in this quarter, and it hasn't been by accident.
No, I mean, they've ramped up the aggression, and it's paying off.
Pound it inside, get him into foul trouble, get those freebies.
He nailed it.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
He is having one of the best shooting performances you're ever going to see. A 3-point barrage.
Booker with it. Wiseman picks him up. Deflected. Again, the miss by the Suns.
He's gone cold, and I'm not sure he's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
My player outside. Ayton with the board. This Suns squad struggling. All outside. Pass to Booker. The 3-ball. Basket made. Just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing out a few chances that they had earlier.
My player from deep drops in the tray.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Now here is Crowder, looking for his first basket still in this one. Great positioning on the putback.
A quality rebounder. It's Ayton's timing that allows him to control board after board.
High player from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Shot is good by Paul.
It's not easy to keep Chris Paul from knocking that shot down. I don't care how tight you play him. His in-between game is just too good.
Knocks down the three ball.
Last 5 makes, all 5 from long range.
And the defense hasn't pressed up to deny it. They're hanging back, and they're getting picked apart.
Pressure the ball, pressure the man, pressure something.
Curry, he's guarded by Shaman. Three-pointer. And again, it's my player with a three.
The three-pointer has to be his best friend today, no question.
It has been today, anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Three-pointer's a nice friend to have.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Warriors ahead, opening a huge gap. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And here at the halfway point, how would you evaluate my player's game this far?
Well, MP started to get into a nice rhythm. You knew this could be a long night for the D, and that is at least half true so far.
Hey, when you start rolling, the confidence grows. Everything becomes easier. The defense has to find a way to disrupt his flow if they want to slow him down in the second half.
The move across the bay from Oakland to San Francisco did not go according to plan for Golden State. It was really just a lost year for the Warriors.
Yeah, I guess they can't make the finals every year, but seriously, what a frustrating season. Klay Thompson had that ACL injury suffered during the 2019 finals. He never got to play. Steph Curry with that hand injury early in the season. He barely played. Just about everything went wrong for the Warriors.
And the one silver lining in the Warriors situation, Tim, after those 5 straight finals and all those heavy playoff minutes that Steph and Klay were involved in, they got to rest. They got to recoup. And now, I think they're going to be even hungrier going into this season.
Boasting a beautiful combination of vision and playmaking ability. Booker special with the ball in his hands.
Chalk up 2 right there.
He has really pummeled these defenders today, no matter who's been on him.
Pass to Bridges. Now Crowder. The tray. Here's Ayton. And it's slammed in by DeAndre Ayton.
A prolific finisher. Ayton uses his length to throw it down.
High player outside. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
It hasn't been an easy quarter for him, offensively speaking.
To the paint. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And it's blocked by Ayton.
An outstanding shot blocker. Ayton understands when to leave his feet.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. My player really making a difference here.
He's in a groove right now. I'm not sure that you can stop him, but they need to find ways to make him work for his shot.
So it's both teams making
substitution for the Suns.
Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
This guy's having a great game from outside, isn't he?
On offense, here are the Suns. After 5 straight finals, the Warriors ended up with the worst record in a miserable 2019-2020 campaign.
Warriors foul.
But what could Golden State use to get back into that championship contention?
Well, starters-wise, the Warriors are set in the backcourt with a hopefully healthy backcourt of Klay Thompson and former MVP Steph Curry. So to get playing time there, you need to be a star. But this is a roster that is void of quality wings. They could really use some help there.
Yeah, and in terms of Golden State's play style, I think the ideal skill set for a future Warrior is shooting and passing. Because we know Steve Kerr is a pass-first coach. So playing iso ball or playing greedy, that's not going to work if you're trying to crack a spot in this team's rotation.
Now here's my player. Non-stop scoring machine here. Bridges. He's covered by Payton. Pass to Shamet. Here's Payne. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's the area where they'd like all their shots to come from.
My player outside. Off the mark there with the 3.
He's been ice cold from three-point range since halftime, and he continues to fire away. He's got to tone it down.
McGee outside. Payne. Basket is good. The assist from McGee.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
Here's Payne, covered by my player. 4 seconds left. Payne with the bucket.
This is the run they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They really couldn't afford, Brian, to wait any longer.
Yeah, but it's still a big hill to climb. It was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in the lead before we get to the 4th quarter.
Yeah, step by step here.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Well, this was some artistry right here. Great decision on where to go with the ball and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way, Tim. It's true team basketball.
It's just so much fun to watch.
And only 1 quarter remaining. Let's talk about what my player's done and what he might need to improve on down the stretch.
Listen, they came out wanting to stretch out that defense, and I think it's safe to say mission accomplished. His shooting definitely played a big part in that.
Raining threes all the way through 3 quarters. Can't wait to see what he does for an encore here in the 4th. They're on track here in the 2nd half after a very shaky first. Their field goal percentage is steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in the 1st half.
My player from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Bridges. That shot missing. Great D there from Thompson. On the wing, my player. Booker covering. Here's my player outside. And another miss by Golden State. They're running. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Bridges.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench if he continues to shoot like he has so far in this quarter. We're seeing some good ball movement out of them.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Timeout called the Warriors.
It looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
Now in the lineup for your Warriors, Andrew Wiggins.
And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Back to my player. Takes the 3.